Hi class, welcome to ESL 3053, Literacy in a Second Language. This is your course orientation video and I am your instructor, Dr. Mingxia Zi. My name is Dr. Mingxia Zi. I am originally from Beijing, China, and currently I'm a lecturer in the Department of Bicultural Bilingual Studies, and I'm also a program evaluator at Northside ISD, which is my day job. And a lot of my previous students are also currently teaching at Northside ISD. So in my research, I studied language and literacy development with a focus on writing assessments. Currently at my job, I conduct educational program evaluation in the K-12 context. My bachelor degree was in Information System and Information Management, and I studied my master degree here at UTSA in Teaching English as a Second Language. After my master's program, I went on and obtained my Ph.D. degree in Culture, Literacy, and Language, also here at UTSA. So just like every one of you, I'm also a road runner. Outside of work, I love filmmaking. I am also a YouTuber. I love to create videos like this and vlogs and travel. I love to work out and I love yoga. I'm currently going through a yoga teacher training program as well to be trained to become a yoga teacher. My former students address me as Miss Ming and my colleagues address me as Dr. Ming or Dr. Z, so you can call me any of these names as long as I know you're referring to me. This course, we also have a teaching assistant, David Tran. David Tran is originally from Vietnam and she is a third-year doctoral student in the same program where I graduated from, Culture, Literacy, and Language at UTSA. Her research interests are language assessment, educational assessment, and outside of work, she loves to cook and travel, and she's been to 7 countries in the world. So now let's move on to course orientation. So this course is completely online and asynchronous, so we don't have any online meetings unless you're meeting individually with me. The office hours are offered via Zoom. You can email me or you can email Miss Tran, or you can use Calendly to schedule a meeting with either one of us. The instructor and TA will generally respond to all messages within 24 to 48 hours, not counting the weekends. You may receive emails or Blackboard announcements about assignments and course content, so make sure you check your email regularly and timely and log on to Blackboard and check the announcement section so you don't miss out any important announcements or course content. Another important thing is to make friends with technology. So in the current era, technology is literally everything. It's not only very useful to ace this course, but very helpful in your future career as an educator. So currently I work at Northside Independent School District, and we actually actively hired people to support teachers with technology, and the teachers are required to use technology to teaching as we're going through the pandemic. At the district level, we constantly need to film videos, either screen recording or sit-down videos to provide training to the teachers and the testing coordinators. So again, technology is so important. So this course is fully online, so you have to interact with technology every single day, and we also have a video assignments embedded in the course. So as you're going through this course, finishing the assignments, you may run into challenges when it comes to technology, but be patient. Working with technology is just problem solving. Finally, this course is historically taught online even before the pandemic. So in this course, as you're going through the modules, you will see videos and learning resources created by the previous instructors, like my mentors, my colleagues. So when you see a different face, don't panic. There are also instructors in this course, and we're standing on the shoulders of giants. So in this course, as you're going through the learning modules at your own pace, remember teachers and TAs are facilitators. So if you have any questions about the content or about assignments, make sure you communicate with us. All right, now let's talk about grading. So in this course, as you're going through different modules, you will finish some module quizzes. So there are a total of 5 quizzes that are actually graded, and there are 2 points for each quizzes. But you also see some pre-quiz or pre-module tests or post-tests. So those tests are not graded or not calculated towards your final grades. These are just formative assessment for you to self assess your learning process. So the only 5 quizzes that are calculated into your grades are the module quizzes, but not the pre-module test or post-module test. We also have 6 papers to write to reflect on the things you're reading. So this is a way for you to really synthesize, summarize what you learned, and for me to check your understandings in addition to the normal traditional quizzes. So there are 6 critical reading reflection papers, and there are 5 points for each reflection paper. They're embedded in different modules, so you will see them in different module folders. There are 2 major projects in this course, a video project and a literacy project. The video assignment happened during the midterm time, and the literacy project is basically your final project. So as you are planning the future semester, prevent any stress or anxiety, make sure you block some time on your calendar, allow enough time for you to finish the video assignments and the literacy project. About grading, both the instructor and TA will grade assignments. We may also have a reader-grader assist in the grading. Before you complete any assignments, so actually before you start any assignment, make sure you check the rubric and the guidelines before starting so that your work is not in vain. A way to check the rubric is to go to assignment submission window, and then you will see points possible here, 5 points possible, and then you can click right here, hit view rubric, and then you will see the rubric on the left. So we will all use the rubric to grade your assignments to maintain the integrator reliability. It's important for you to know the expectations for your assignments. Make sure you check the guidelines, make sure you check the rubrics for you to be successful in this course. For video assignment, make sure you create an account with Flipgrid with your student email. So here I just want to emphasize that this particular platform is very safe. Only the domains that are allowed into the website, into the group, can actually see your videos. So it's very important that you use your abc123 at myutsa.edu. Make sure you use this particular email because that's the domain that I granted access. So only UTSA student email can have access to this platform. And when the time approaches, I will send announcements to really remind you, but make sure you're on top of the game because I myself create videos on a weekly basis and it takes a lot of time. It's very weird to talk in front of the camera, as you may know, that I'm looking down and up. So make sure you allow some time for you to practice or maybe write down some outlines before you finish this assignment. So videos can look really simple, but when you're actually making them, it actually takes some time. Make sure you allow enough time and make sure you use the ABC123 student email when it comes to this platform. So the last project is the final project, the literacy project, which is 40 points towards your grade. So I want all of you to be successful in this course, not only in what you learn, but also to have a good grade GPA standing. So when it comes to the literacy project, we will allow submissions of draft for feedback. This is very important. So on November 14th, 2 weeks before the actual absolutely deadline for the literacy project, you will submit a draft of the project and we will give specific feedback for you to improve. So this is not only for you to improve your writing, improve your literacy project, for you to learn as you're finishing this project, but also for you to improve your grades. So take advantage of this opportunity. I highly recommend you to finish the draft by November 14th, before Thanksgiving, so we can take a break as we give your feedback and then you can resubmit with revisions and then get a better grades. All right, now let's talk about late work. So please plan ahead to avoid any late work. I know we all observe certain religions, we all have family responsibilities, and if you're a mom, if you have a job, I know there are a lot of times we're so busy with our lives. But it's very important to plan ahead to avoid any late work because this course is actually asynchronous, so you're finishing your work at your own pace. So if you know that things are gonna go a little bit crazy at work or with your family responsibilities, then plan ahead to finish your quizzes and reflection papers in advance. So late work is only allowed under some circumstances with prior approval from the instructor. So this usually applies to medical conditions or medical emergencies. So if you're really not feeling well and you're like, oh my gosh, the deadline is in 2 days, I probably need a lot of sleep and a lot of rest to feel better, you can email me in advance before the deadline approaches. If you have any medical emergencies or if your family have any medical emergencies, then make sure you email me in advance so I'm not giving you a 0, so you can have a 1-week extension to finish your work. So the approved late work is accepted up to 7 days after the due days. After 7 days, the grade will be 0. So 2 important things when it comes to late work. First is to plan ahead to avoid any late work. But second, I understand that things happen. There are medical emergencies of ourselves or family members. So in these extreme circumstances that you can't necessarily expect or predict, you can email me in prior to the actual deadline. So you will have 1-week extension after the due date, and no late work is allowed after the final test date due to the final grade submission deadlines. So our final test date is December 6th. After the final test day, no other late work is allowed because we actually have a hard deadline to transform the grades from Blackboard to ASAP. So very, very important. For the final project, I know it's such a big project and it's during the holiday Thanksgiving time, but the absolutely deadline is the final test day when it comes to the final project, and no other late work is accepted after the grade submission. All right, now let's talk about extra credit options. So when I was a student, I always get very worried when I have points deducted, but we do have 2 opportunities for you to make up just in case you missed a quiz question or have 1 or 2 points deducted from the paper. So the first extra credit option is the course evaluation. We absolutely appreciate your feedback, and this course was built upon like a lot of feedback from the previous students. So as we go through the courses, the content and assignments are more refined. So we absolutely love and appreciate your course evaluation feedback. Another extra credit option is to write a reflection essay. You will see this particular assignment on the sidebar in Blackboard, and this one is worth 4 points. But it also depends on the quality of the essay. If your essay is very high quality, it will be 4 points. If the essay is like, okay, it's pretty good, but like it kind of missed a point, maybe it's a 3 points. So it's not 4 points guaranteed, but it really depends on the essay that you write. Communication in this course, very important. First, email the instructor directly at the email addresses listed above from your own email account. Keep in mind that instructor or TA cannot communicate about grades through email. So if you email me about the deadline of the assignments, or if you have questions about the assignments, if you have a technology issue and then like something happened, you need me to change something on my end, you can email me. But if you want to talk about your grades, I cannot communicate about grades through email because it's not considered as secured. Okay, another communication method is to post a question in the course Q&A forum in our discussion board. So if you have any discussion or reflection about the readings, if you want to ask for any like, hey, what do you think of this quote? Or if you have any assignment related questions, hey, did everyone finish their assignments? Hey, what are everyone's progress in the assignments? Absolutely, you can post in the Blackboard discussion. So Blackboard discussion is kind of like an online cafe in this sense. So if you have some non-time sensitive questions, you can post in discussion board in the virtual cafe, and then we can answer each other's questions. So not only me, but also other students can see your post there. Third method is the most secure method when it comes to discussion about grades. So use the course messages tool to send a private message about grades. This communication stays in the Blackboard and is the only secure way to discuss your grades. You will have to log into Blackboard to send and receive these course messages. We will take about 24 to 48 hours, not counting the weekends, to respond to all of your messages. Okay, so here is an example where to find the course messages. So if you go to the left bar, you can see the course messages here, and then you can click, and then you can use this inbox to create a message and send it to me. So this is the only secure way to discuss about your grades. So make sure you check your grades timely, weekly, to make sure that, hey, there's no systematic glitch for one. And if you have any questions about the grade, you can send me a course message. But if you have any question about like, oh, can you tell me like how I can improve my paper, then you can send me an email, because that's more about the content, not so much, oh, you got this many points in this assignment. So we're not talking specifically about the grade, but mainly talk about like the content. So now, after going over the assignments, the grades, and everything, here are some tips to succeed in this course. Also, some of these tips can help you not only in this course, but also in other courses. If any of you are interested in our master program or PhD program, I have a lot of experience with that as well. And also after you graduated, get a job in the district, like these tips can help you as well. So the first one is to check your course schedule at least once a week, preferably maybe 3 times a week, and make an online learning plan. Very, very, very important. Because you are going through this course at your own pace, you're not physically seeing your classmates. Sometimes it's very, very easy to forget about an assignment, because sometimes we have quiz, sometimes we have the reflection papers, sometimes bam, it's a midterm project. So make sure you check your course schedule like very timely. Second, this is something that I use personally and it works like a charm. Personally benefited from this tip a lot, is to use either a Google Calendar or an Apple Calendar to remind you of the deadlines 3 to 7 days in prior. Very, very important. Nothing is better, nothing is more helpful than Google, I want to say, because sometimes I would see like a random reminder, a random like a meeting reminder popped up, and then I'll be like, oh my gosh, I don't remember this is due soon. So I personally use this particular method to help me to be on top of my game when it comes to grading, because I want to finish grading 1 week so that you know your grades immediately and you know the feedback when you're completing the next assignments. So very, very important. Set yourself a reminder, set yourself some calendar, block some calendar to work specifically for this course. You can block Thursday night, Thursday morning, Friday night, Saturday morning, anytime. Use a specific chunk of time to do the reading, finish the quiz, watch the videos online, going through all of the modules. Okay, so the third tip is to stay on top of emails, announcements, and Blackboard messages. Very, very important to always check your emails, always check the announcements. And this benefits you not only in class, but also in your future career, as this is very, very important, because during the pandemic, we actually had a rule at the district that only one person is allowed in a bathroom, and all of our bathrooms are unisex. So we have a lot of workers, but only 2 bathrooms, and each bathroom is unisex. So when you go in, you close the door, and when you come back, you actually put a doorstop. So I think after certain changes in the state mandates, they changed the rule. They resumed the bathroom, like females go to women's bathroom, males go to male's bathroom. And there was an email sent to my email inbox. And of course, the email was sent Friday afternoon, and on Monday morning, before I checked my email, I went into the men's room, not knowing that they actually changed the rule. Very, very important. Hard lesson learned. Stay on top of your emails. Any announcements, just check them immediately to prevent any surprises in the future. Stay on top of your emails, announcements, and Blackboard messages. So the fourth tip is communication. Make sure positive and went to the hospital, and suddenly like I was not able to be on top of my game a lot. The most important thing is that if you have any challenges, we are here to help. So we're not just the graders behind all of your grades that grade your module assessments. We're also here to help you to facilitate your own learning. So if you run into any challenges or if you have any questions, make sure you email me or Ms. Tran, so that you can communicate any challenges, potential concerns, that we can actually help you out as well. So don't shy away from emailing us. And yeah, finally is to connect with your classmates, hold each other accountable, and build a professional network. Very, very important, not only for the class, so you can hold each other accountable, remind each other the deadlines, the coming projects, to help each other with technology challenges as well. But in the future, at jobs, very, very important, because as teachers, we all share our resources, so we don't have to duplicate our work, right? So very important, if anyone knows a job opportunity, if anyone got a job in the district, if there's a job opening, is to build a professional network for professional learning, hold each other accountable, help each other out, and also in the future, you can also help each other in our career as well. So that's it for today's course orientation video. I hope it's helpful to explain this course to you. If you have any questions, you can email me or our TA, Ms. Tran. So emails are the best ways to communicate with us. We are holding ourselves accountable to reply your emails. And also, if you just have some quick questions, you can just schedule a Google Chat section, and I will Google Chat with you with my ABC123, my student UTSA email, because all Gmail has a function as a Google Chat or Google Hangout where we can actually do oh, by the way, where I can find this, and I can just simply give you some answers. And also, you can also meet with me on Zoom during the lunch break. And yeah, so that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for signing up this class. I'm super excited to have you in class, and thank you so much for contributing to this class, and good luck to all of your classes in this semester. Bye!